Hello. It's an exciting day today. I am feeling in the pink. So I have lots of pink on, pink and black everywhere. I have a surprise for you. Later in the end of this video, we're going to do a little bit of just around the corner to show you what is actually happening on the day that I am recording this. To me, this is big because this has been 6 months, 5 months, almost 6 months in the working, and it's finally happening. But in the meantime, I have 4 boxes from UltraAuthentic that have been piling up. I have too many more boxes behind me still over there. You can't see them all, fortunately, but even see that bag right there? It goes from there down and across the floor. I got to get some of this stuff out of here. So I pulled out all the ones from UltraAuthentic from Jessie, and that's what I'm going to show you today. So come on in. We have a lot to cover. Come and sit with me a spell. I have a huge cup of coffee. I had to wake up early today because of what's going on. I have already been outside for more than an hour. You can see I'm kind of glistening, but I said, you know what, before I get out there and start getting messy with things that I want to do out there today, I'm going to show these things to you. So let's dive right in. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel, everybody who's just stopping in as a newbie. You are always welcome. My door is always open. You can come and visit Connie's Little Corner 24/7, any day of the week, 24/7, 365. You know where to find me, right? Yeah, of course you do. Okay. This first, now these aren't in any particular order. I'm just starting at the top of the pile and working my way down. All right. This first one was from a show dated August 16th. I received it on August 22nd. So 6 days to get it. And if I don't tell you, or if I forget to tell you the MSRP on any of these items, then by all means, know that I will put it up here on the screen when I edit the video. So the first thing I'm pulling out of the box isn't even anything I paid for. Brand new pen. Another diamond pen. Now, you all said I should give the other one to Mama. So what I'm going to do is I am going to keep this one intact. This one is a purple crystal on top instead of a clear crystal. I'm going to keep this one intact, and I'm going to put this in the subscribers appreciation box, in my giveaway box. This has a value of $4.99, but I won this when Jesse did his followers appreciation. So this was a gift, and I'm going to pay it forward and gift it to you guys. Pretty cool pen, right? Love the sparkles. They're actually like little beads in the top. Jesse don't go cheap on his giveaways. Scrunchies. A 5-pack of scrunchies. Okay. No, I'm not dating myself. They match my hat. Scrunchies are good, period. I don't care. If you have long hair, if you want to pull back without tearing it up or breaking it, you need a scrunchie. And these are really, really soft ones. Now, this sells for $5.49. This I also won. Yeah, I won multiple giveaways. There's 2. So it was winner's choice. I chose these because I'm always looking for other ways to pull my hair back and not just, in a baseball cap or with a tight rubber band. So these are nice alternatives. Guys, I also like to put these on pocketbooks to add a little bit of color on a strap. These are great for hooking your keys onto if this is on a strap. Anybody want one of them? If you want one, I'll put it in the giveaway box. Just pick a color. You know me. I'm always paying it forward, right? Okay. Got a lot of little items in here. 2 bigger, well, not big, but I got 2 clip-on keychains. These are perfect, and I got to pick the colors that I wanted when I won the auction. They were sold as a set, as a twofer. When Jesse was running these, he had a handful of these things. He had just about every color on the rainbow and then some. So I picked pink and orange. And these, on average, sell for $2.49 each, but I got them for 50 cents each. 2 for $1. So instead of $5, I paid $1. And I am going to gift one of them to you guys. I imagine it will be the pink because y'all know how much I love orange. So I'm going to throw this in the subscriber giveaway box. These are great. Hook them onto your belt loop, hook them onto your pocketbook. It doesn't necessarily have to be keys that are on this end, but look, this is metal connection on here. This is a cramped metal connection with the ball so it can't slide out. You see that ball right there? To stop it from sliding out. On both ends, it has that to stop it from sliding out. So the pink one is going in the give you box. The orange one is staying with me. All right. Oh, there's more in here than I thought there was. Okay, hold on. This is just, you know, I had to get this. The minute Jesse held this up, I had to get this. There's a sticker on here that I have to pull off, but are you ready for this? Look at this cute little Betty Boop coin purse. Is this not adorable? Little keychain. Well, for me, I'm not going to use this as a keychain. I might hook it. You can hook this to the leash that might be inside your pocketbook to hold your keychain. But she's clean. She's beautiful. This sells for $9.99. And this is thank you that Jesse just put into my box for shopping with him. He knows how much I love Betty Boop. So he had this, he put this in the box. So I've got to get the white sticker tag off the bottom of there because I've got the sticker on the back. But yeah, Betty Boop. This is, if you're a booper like I am, FYI, for those of you who don't know, Betty Boop was a hooker, basically. She was a woman of the night, a lady of the streets, a red district assistant, an escort. Pick a name. But that was Betty Boop. But yet, they never, they hinted at what she was, but they never actually said that's what she was. Okay. The third giveaway that I won, this was a buyer's giveaway. This is a set of sparkly pink, huge. I mean, huge. Look at them in my hand. Pink cherries, all sparkled and blinged out. Gold-plated, heavy lobster claw, heavy keychain. This was my third givey in that show that I won. These average $6.98 is what they sell for on Amazon for these bigger cherries. And I won these in the giveaway. No, they're not going to you. Who said that? Well, I'm glad you like them, but guess what? Jesse has more and a few other shops out there have more. You saw, I think, in a video that I either did recently or have recorded recently, I forget, that I got red ones, that same size. So that's pretty good. All right. This was my steal of the day. One of my steals of the day. Let me pull this out of the bag. Pull my little sticky off the back of it. All right. This is a Badgley Mishka. A Badgley Mishka. I can never pronounce that. Why does he have to have such a difficult name? There's the logo. This is in a beautiful shade of teal green, quilted, mint condition, absolutely mint condition, all the way around. Studio, it's embossed. See right there? It's got the name embossed on the inside of it. It has pockets for your ID. It's got a slot for papers, money, receipts. And it also has the tag way down in there There's the tag that also says Bagli Mishka. Nice snap closure. This little long, thin hard wallet, they call it a card wallet, sells for $19.99. And I won it for a bid of $8. $8. Because I have a variety of wallets and a variety of bags, what I tend to do is I will put a wallet inside the bag I want to use it with. This is going to go with the Nicole Lee bag simply because of the color matches that bag beautifully. So when I'm using my Nicole Lee, I will use this for the main things I need. My driver's license, my ID, a card, a debit card, whatever the case may be, and a little bit of cash. Nothing major will go in here, just the bare necessities every time I make a change. But isn't that absolutely gorgeous? A Bagli Mishka. Mint condition. Mint condition for $8. Who knew? Who would have known? And the last thing in this little box is LED night lights. And this is a 4-pack of LED night lights. These look like little mini spotlights. I got these because they will fit nicely in receptacles under the kitchen cabinets and light upwards. I'm going to show you how tiny these are. Look at that. This is tiny. What can I compare it to? Nah. Put it next to my cell phone. This is just an Android, so it's not that big. Look how tiny this thing is. It's only about 2 inches tall. That's it. And it's just about the size of a silver dollar as far as the circumference or the diameter of it is about the size of a silver dollar. It has a switch on the side, an on-off switch. It does work on a plug. It's not solar operated, so when you want them to be on, you just turn them on and they point up and light. This is going to be great that I can have these little tiny lights anywhere I have a plug. Anywhere I need them. And it's a 4-pack. There's 4 of them in here. I couldn't be happier with this. This is so good. So hold on. I got to turn it around so that they fit back in there. But this is a 4-pack. These are LED lights. So you never have to change the batteries, right? Because there are no batteries. They plug in. And you never have to change the bulb because an LED will last thousands of hours. This box, this 4-pack, sells for $22.79. $22.79. And I got it for a bid of $5 for 4 nightlights. No place can meet that price. And I mean no place. Not even our old favorite hangout can beat that price, right? $23 worth of products for $5. That is incredible. All right, that's that box. I am going to try to pull out another box without an avalanche. Hold on and cross your fingers. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got it. This one's the next size up. Woo! This was from Stream, a show on August 15th, and I received this on August 18th. So far we're good on the shipping. Now this one really has a variety. I mean, really. Are you ready for this? I don't think you are. The first thing I'm going to show you is something that I got for you guys that's going to go in the subscriber giveaway. I can't use this, but I won this, so I'm going to pay it forward. This is a pack of bath bombs. Vanilla coconut bath bombs. They're made like a Hershey bar, so you can break them apart and put as many in as you like to use. You can use one, you can use a couple, doesn't really matter. All right, but these are bath bombs. These bath bombs, where'd I put it? These typically sell for $9.50 for this. And I won this in his follower giveaway. Now, this is a different show, but yeah, I don't know how I keep winning these things, but I keep winning great stuff. I don't have a bathtub, guys. I only have a walk-in shower. So I'm going to pay this forward and put this in my subscriber giveaway box. And I'm going to have to get a bigger subscriber giveaway box. That's all I can say because too much. Well, I know there's no such thing as too much, but there's a lot. Okay, here we go with the variety. Hyaluronic acid serum. A two-pack. A two-pack. New in box, and I will open it up to show you. This two-pack, come on, Charlie. This is Charlie, for those of you that don't know. He's my little handy-dandy cutter. And on his bottom, he has an ink roller for privacy, which, as you can tell, because it's so messy, has gotten a lot of use. Charlie's been good to me for more than a year. This two-pack typically sells for $24.99. And I purchased it. This was not a win. I purchased this for a winning bid of $4. So let me get this open. They do wrap these things up good. I will. Oh, come on. I think Charlie needs to be retired. I don't think he's very sharp anymore. He ain't the sharpest tack in the box anymore. Gonna have to find another way to open these things. There we go. I'm retired. I have to retire, Charlie. Right? Let me pull this wrapping off of here. And we'll take a look at the actual product so you can actually see. Y'all know hyaluronic acid is the best thing for aging skin that's losing collagen, losing the chemistry that it needs to stay soft and supple. There's your bottle. And a serum typically is kind of thick and saucy. And that's what this is. This is a serum. You can see it's kind of thick and goopy. Thicker than water, but not as thick as pudding. This is the serum that you just literally take the dropper, rub it where you want to put it. All right. That's how you use it. So I've got one bottle and a backup bottle, $25 worth of products that I got for $4. Pretty good deal, right? Yeah. I'm telling you, the variety that you get at some of these shops that I go to is just absolutely incredible. But you have to be patient. You have to be willing to sit and watch and just wait to see what comes up. All right. Now, these are a little bit different than the ones I just showed you. So it's selling for like $6 and change. These sell for $9.99, $8.99 to $9.99. But these are the cherries in the beautiful silver with the same. So they're very, very much like, let me pull these over. Same size as the pink ones, but they're a little bit better quality than the pink ones as far as the material and the metal goes. So these sell for $6.98. These on the high end sell for $9.99. But now I have the red to go on one of my red bags. And I picked these red cherries up for $5. Won one set, bought another. I think that's a great deal. And yes, it's bag bling. And I love having bag bling. All right, here's something that's going to surprise you. But as you can tell from some of my clothes, I'm down a full size. Comfortably, easily. It's not a stretch for me to be in clothes that are a full size smaller than what I was when I started my journey. So let's take a look at what I have in here. This sells for $18.99. I think I have multiple things in here, so I have to be very careful when I pull it out. Yep, I do. So This particular item sells for $18.99, and I picked it up for $5. And it is the cutest little sundress. Is that not cute? Dark purple. This is see-through. There are actual holes. And if you can see, there's my finger. But it's only in the front, not in the back. Very, very stretchy. Lots of room for the girls. And of course, it is padded for the girls. It has adjustable straps. And it's just the cutest little sundress in a really dark, dark purple. Absolutely love this. I saw it and I said, you know what? It's got a thread there, but that's all right. I'll cut that off. You know me in threads. It is brand new with tags. $18.99, and I got it for $5. This was my first treat for the weight that I've lost. Not too bad, right? Yeah. Love that. Okay, the next thing in this bag, this is citrine. I had to look at this very, very carefully under a magnifying glass to realize these are not acrylic. These are citrine stones. And this is a whole necklace, not a super long one. If I were to wear this as a necklace, that's where it would sit. It would be short. It's quite heavy. I am going to break this part. And yes, I'm going to use it to make jewelry, other things, perhaps earrings, perhaps bracelets. But I don't have an attachment to this. This is a project purchase. All right. This sells for $18.70, guys. And I picked it up for $5. So it's definitely worth the $5. But if one of you is interested in this before I dismantle it or disassemble it, let me know. Send me an email, konneeslittlecorner@gmail.com, and let's talk about the chunky citrine necklace. As I say, I don't have an emotional attachment to this. This was a project purchase. But I know there's a lot of you out there that like this chunky, bright stuff. So let me know. Can I put it in my subscriber giveaway box? Are one of you interested in getting it directly from me for maybe just shipping? You know how I am. I like to give you guys things. By the way, in case I forgot to tell you, this box, I think I told you, this box that is from August 15th. Is it August 15th? Oh, there's a two-part thing in here. That's why. Okay. These two items, the dress and the necklace, are the only two things I got from a show on August 12th. And that got delivered on August 18th. So just those two things. Everything else I'm going to show you in this box was from a show on August 15th that also came on the 18th. I forgot that I combined things. All right. Let me get the box out of here. Now, you are not going to believe this. Y'all know how expensive Coach is, right? Coach bags, Coach wristlets, Coach wallets, Coach anything. It's just outrageously expensive. I mean, ridiculously expensive. This is a Coach wristlet. Coach wristlet. Got your C's and your Coach all over it. It's got your Coach logo on it. Nice, clean on the inside. Super, super clean. It's got a dark brown inside. And yes, it does have the Coach tag in there, right here in the corner. So this, brand new, sells for $45. This little thing, this little coin, purse, wristlet, whatever. This won't even fit a phone. This sells for $45. Pre-loved, such as this one is, sells for $31. This one I got for $1 because it's a project. What's the project, you ask? Right here. See this brown line? It actually does come down and across and a little bit into the green. You can just barely see it. Nobody knows what that is from, but it is not a gouge or a dig. It is on the surface. So I am going to use the methods. Oh, excuse me. I sneezed. I'm going to use the methods that I know of that I learned when Mom was working at Wilson Leather. She taught me how to get marks out of leather between rubbing alcohol and hydrogen peroxide and using sugar, even using things like peanut butter because of the oils will pull things up and loosen them. So I am going to try to get that out of there. But seriously, can you, back here, can you see that mark? And this is going to be in my pocketbook, but to have a coach anything for just $1, this is the kind of deals that Jesse will make with you, all right, or for you. He didn't do this just for me. He knew this was a project. He knew it took the right person to be willing to take a chance and work on it, because once I do work on it and I get that mark out, guess what? This goes back up to a value of over $30 being pre-loved. Yeah, I'm going to work on it. I'm going to do everything I can to get that thing back in shape. I might sell it back to Jesse once I get it done. Say, hey, remember that thing I got from you for $1? I'll sell it back to him for $5, make a little money for me, and then he can go out and make more. It's called networking, guys. Or I might just clean it up and put it in my subscriber giveaway box. You never know what I'm going to do with anything. All right. The last thing in this box, Jesse gifted me, but it's part of what is in another box. It's associated with what's in another box. Hold on. I got to dig out what I put in here. All right. Let me show you these first to jog your memory. Sorry about the whack-a-mole thing, but, got to do what I got to do. Okay. Do you remember I showed you I got these sports tops from Jesse? 2 for $6. So $3 a piece, brand new. They had tags on them. They've since been laundered. So I've got this yellow / lime green, this fluorescent orange, this nice dark purple, and fluorescent pink. I've got these 4 different colors. These are for pajama tops. I don't wear this stuff in public. I don't even wear this stuff working around my yard unless it happens to be like 95 degrees, but I didn't have them then. So I wanted to jog your memory and show you these. So $3 a piece for these, 2 for $6. This was a great deal. I believe he still has more. I think he keeps getting these in. So I've had these, but to go with these, those are lightweight. I wanted lightweight bottoms. Well, before I could do anything, because of everything that I do buy from Jesse on a regular basis, he gifted me. Hold on. 6, not 1, but 6 pairs of leggings. 6 pairs. And I'm going to show you all 6 pairs that he gave me as a gift. I'm going to wash them all up. Purple stripes. We'll go with the purple. Floral. We'll go with the orange. Or with the yellow. Leopard, which will go with the yellow or the orange. I think the orange goes best with this pair because the orange and black. So the orange will go with this and the other one, but this is a full leopard pattern. That's 3. This is a tiger and cheetah pattern, again, with the orange or the yellow on one of those. So that'll match. That's 4 pairs. Bright floral There's a match for the pink or the yellowish, one or the other. And then a pair of black, which I can wear with any of these tops because they all have black in them. So let me show you something about these before I go any further. Now, I did mark them. Hold on a second. Oh my God. I just can't believe that. He put 6. I contacted him and I said, Jesse, I think you sent me somebody else's order because there's 6 pairs of leggings in here that I didn't purchase. He says, no. He says, I gifted them to you. So these are a one size, meaning one size fits most. And on a one size, they usually will fit up to, depending on where you carry your weight. If you are very thick and big in the middle, they will fit up to a size 12. If you're a little bit taller and lanky, and you carry your weight like top above your waist, then they would fit up to a 14. But these are not the kind of leggings you wear in public, guys. These are the kind of leggings you wear around the house because they are super, super thin. Can you see my hand right through them? Can you see the light right through them? Look, see how thin they are? You can see the pattern right through them. You don't want to be caught out in public in these unless you have a really, really long tunic top on with them. Right. But for sleepwear, seriously, comfortable sleepwear outfit, unrestricted top, holds the girls in place very, very nicely. And these are thin enough that you can actually cinch them up to where they're like capri length. And they're light enough. They don't get tangled around you because the fact that they're spandex. I hate pajama bottoms that get all twisted up and turned and you get all knotted up during the night. That doesn't happen with these. But look at that. And this is compliments of Jessie. So if you like to use or wear these lightweight leggings around the house, as I say, under a long tunic that's going to cover the Netherlands in case you do go outside and the sunlight hits you, you don't want everybody to see your goods. All right. I'd like to think that my viewers are not Betty Boop originals, so to speak. So, yeah, absolutely beautiful. I do intend on gifting a pair into my subscriber appreciation box. I'm not sure which pair it'll be. We'll see. It might be the bright purple ones. It might be the basic black and white ones. I don't know. But you guys will get a pair. I'll make sure you do. All right. Is that it for that box? That's it for that box. We're on to another box. Box number 3. This box is going to get you too. Wait till you see. Hold on. I got to dig down. Oh my gosh. All right. The box I'm going into now was from a show on August 18th and it got delivered on August 22nd. So again, we're staying somewhere between 4 and 6 days for delivery. That's about right, depending on whether there's a weekend in there or not, right? Okay. You want to see what I got? Just for fun? I got a big rubber ducky. Ducky sells for $5. I got a big rubber. This thing is so big I can't even squeak it. But no, I did not get this for my dog. I got this for the community pool. I thought it would be the cutest thing to have this floating around in the community pool. Now, it sells for $5, but I picked it up for $1. Right? Can you see this thing floating around the pool? Because you know what? We have visitors here that come in the community with like fifth wheels or RVers. that come in and maybe they're going at the far end of the site where it's not homesteads. They're going into like the temporary area where the campers come into, and they get to use the pool and they come in with kids. How much fun would this be to have a toy right in the pool for the kids to use? Because the pool here is open 365 days a year. So if you want to swim, you swim at your own risk. There's no lifeguard. The pool is open basically from dawn to dusk. And actually, in some cases, it's open later. Right now, it's open till like 9 o'clock at night. And it opens, I think it's 10 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, cutest little thing. Little $5 duck for $1. Going to the community pool. I'll take that up to them later today. All right, the next thing I got. This is for travel. Now, you all know, a couple of months ago, I stepped on a piece of rebar at the back of my property and did some serious damage to one of my heels. The doctor did say it's plantar fasciitis. However, it is healing very nicely to the point it's not giving me any problems anymore. It's a little tender if I spend too much time on it, but it's so much better. And he assures me it will completely recover. It's just a lot of inflammation. But with the traveling to mom and having to rip around the airports and be on my feet a lot and be with mom a lot, I figured I need a backup. So I got a folding cane. I am not too proud to use a cane if I need it to keep me from being damaged. It's a completely elastic folding cane. It's adjustable, so you can bring the handle down lower or higher. It's got the carry strap on it, but it completely comes apart. This is just like the expensive folding cane you might pay $10, $12, $14 for someplace else. It's basic black. It'll be fine if mom needs a little extra support to step away from her walker. It'll be fine for me if I need extra support going through the airport, because some of these airports I have to go through, they're massive, and you can't always catch a trolley or one of the shuttles that they have riding through them. You have to either run or, just make your own way. So the value of this one from Amazon was $6.69, and I picked it up for $1. So it will stay. I'll put a rubber band around it, or maybe I'll dress it up and put a scrunchie around it to hold it closed. But it will go into my travel bag so that if I do need it, that I have it. And it'll keep me safe. And it'll keep the weight off of my foot and everything else it needs to do. All right. The next item. Hold on. This is the big one. This was a big box. I'm glad to get this thing out of my house. Okay. This is a singing Santa. And it's a cowboy Santa. And it's Alan Jackson's voice. I love Alan Jackson. So it's Alan Jackson singing "Have a Holly Jolly Christmas." Y'all know I don't have any Christmas decorations, right? So I have to get some. This typically sells for $75. $75. I think even the box is still labeled. $75 for something like this. Even in Big Lots, you'd still pay at least 40 something for it. But it opens differently. It opens this way, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to pull out the wrapping on it. Jesse did plug it in because it's not battery operated. It works on a plug. But I want to show it to you. Look at this. And he wiggles his butt when he's plugged in. Can you see how he moves side to side like that? So he shakes his butt. I just thought it was the cutest thing. And I'm like, you know what? The price was right. I didn't care how far away we are from Christmas because I need Christmas decorations. And if I can get them no pun intended, but if I can get them for a song now, then why not do that? So a $75 value, I got this for $15. Couldn't be happier. It's an absolutely amazing deal. When the time comes for the holiday decorations to go up, you'll see it in action and you'll get to hear it. All right. The last item from this order, this was a buyer's giveaway. So when you shop during the course of a show, the host or the presenter will run a giveaway strictly for people that have made purchases in that show, not purchases you might have made months before, weeks before. If in that very day you made a purchase, they run a giveaway. This is an Alene, Alean, Alene, and this was what I won in the giveaway. This is brand new, guys, with tags, $59.50. What do they call it? Alfani? I want to say Aline, but it's Alfani. That's the brand. Look at this snake skin bag. Linen, canvas type backing, pocket on the back, snake skin, double magnet closure, split pocket on the front for your cards and whatnot, second pocket, third pocket, fourth pocket, and zipper pocket. That's just all in the front of the bag. Center pocket. That's okay? Here's your crossbody strap and another big pocket at the back. And yes, this is big enough to hold a cell phone. It holds my Android, but it will not hold an iPhone because it just barely holds my Android. An iPhone would be too big and you'd never get your iPhone in or out of it. But absolutely gorgeous bag. So many compartments for such a little crossbody. This is a going out bag. This is going to get saved for something special, like when I go out to a birthday dinner or I go out with friends to one of their birthday dinners, and I don't want to be bringing a big, huge thing with me. This is like a conversation piece, okay? $59.50 in value that I won. I just noticed that that's a metal bar in there too. See that runs right through the front here? That's solid metal. It's not plastic. $59.50, and I won this as a thank you in the buyer's giveaway. Jesse is extremely generous when it comes to those types of things. Extremely generous. He appreciates his shoppers. He appreciates his followers. And he shows you at every show, at every live stream, exactly how much he does. Hold on. I'll be right back. My doorbell just rang. Hey, I'm back. I had to take care of something very, very important, so I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I know it's probably just a flash for you, but it was about 6-7 minutes for me. All right, the last box from UltraAuthentic for now was from a show on August 9th, and I received this on August 18th. Now, this was a 9-day delay in shipping, but I know for a fact this was not Jesse's fault. There were postal issues going on, and he did make us aware of the postal issues, as well as did my post office. They sent us a notification due to unforeseen circumstances, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if it was bad weather or whatever the case may be, or carriers being on strike. I don't know, but it was the post office fault. So I'm not going to hold it against Jesse, but wait till you see what I got. Are you thrilled so far with the just like the variety? Okay, this typically sells for $9.99. And I stole this for like $3. Coca-Cola. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. Look at that. Coca-Cola. Just plain navy blue on the back, but it'll go great with, where is it? My navy blue blanket that I put over there. Just a nice little extra throw pillow. You know me, I love red, but for $3, no tears, no marks, no stains, no smell. This actually smells new. You know how new clothes and new pillows have that smell? But yeah, perfect little pillow. Love this. $3. Who would have thunk, right? That you could actually get pillows from Jessie. Well, that ain't nothing. Buyer's giveaway. Yes, in this show, I want to give you in this show too. I always seem to win at least one, sometimes more. And it doesn't matter how many people are in his room. That's just the luck that I have. This was a buyer's giveaway. These sell for $24. And I got them for free. Look at these glasses. And they fit right over my regular glasses. Love that. Nice on the sides. Beautiful smoky. These are almost like my actual sunglasses. These are my prescription sunglasses. When I say things happen for a reason, pretty much the same rim pattern. This one's a little bit lighter. This one's a little bit darker. This is more of a cat's eye. Smoky glass. These are prescription. These are not. These are over glasses. If I ever forget these at home, which I've done many times, and not had over glasses for these are going to go into the car so that I will have over glasses. Look at that though. $24 value as a giveaway. That is just insane. Okay. You've already seen these. Uh-oh. Hold on. I dropped something. Oh my gosh, too much stuff. Now, these I did pay for. The other 6 pair you saw, Jessie gifted me. But I paid for these 2 pair. And these are the 2 different styles of leopard leggings. Leopard and cheetah or whatever you want to call them. All right. That one's got the animal face on it. This one just has the pattern. I paid for these. They sell for $8.99 a piece, by the way, in case I didn't tell you with the other ones. These sell for $8.99 a piece, and I got them for $1 each. So $18 worth of products for a total of $2. So now I have extras. I think I have more than I will ever need to wear. I'll never have to worry about being out, right? Okay. Let me dig these out because there's 5 of them. 5 of what, you ask? 5 boxes. Kleenex. 5 boxes. Each box has a 125 count. 2-ply. 125, 2-ply. Each of these boxes sells for $2 a piece. I got all 5 boxes for $1. So instead of $2 a piece, I paid 20 cents a piece. Jessie ran these as a bundle. Where do you get this much tissue for $1? Guys, you haven't gone to Whatnot yet? You haven't pulled the trigger? You could shoot a few holes in your high budget and knock it down just on paper products alone that you've seen me get from Whatnot. I don't know how to convince you to at least go and check it out. And I'm running out of space to put this stuff because I've got so much. I gotta figure out where am I gonna put this. Okay, I'll move this over here. But and guys, Kleenex name brand. This is not an off brand. Wow. 5 boxes, 20 cents a box. Okay. More. This was a buyer's giveaway. I chose this, and I'm going to put this in my subscriber appreciation box. This is a really heavy Pharaoh's bracelet. This can be for a man or a woman, but this is really thick. This is a really thick chain with a toggle clasp. This has some weight to it. These sell for $13.99, and I won this in a buyer's giveaway as a thank you. Don't get much crazier than that, right? Okay. This, I just love this. This little pouch is a Vera Bradley coin purse. Look at this little beautiful Vera Bradley coin purse. Oh, and for those of you that are wondering, the Vera Bradley trinket box or medicine box, y'all voted, and the majority of the votes wanted the black one in the giveaway box. So the black paisley one is the one that's in the giveaway box. But look at this Vera Bradley. Nice and clean. There's your tag sewn in. Beautiful, clean inside. Little coin pouch. This sells for $11.99, and I got it for $3. $3. Jessie has a lot of handbags, pouches, wallets, crossbody bags, bucket bags, totes, you name it. He got a ton of stuff, and it's all a steal. Now, this, I don't know if you've ever seen one of these. This is a fidget bracelet. This is the kind of bracelet. Hold on. It's got a flat side and a round side. This is a fidget bracelet because it's got all these little pieces of stone, so to speak. All these little tiny things. So it's a fidget bracelet. But I will be disassembling this and making this into probably multiple pairs of earrings with mixed colors. I like the patterns on it. I like the mixed colors. This is a cuff bracelet, and it's all elastic. It sells for $9.33, and I picked it up for $3. Pretty cool. This is heavy, too. So I can't put all of these onto one earring because it would seriously just rip my ear out. But I can put several pieces on it, or I could leave it as a bracelet if one of you is interested in it. Send me an email, konneeslittlecorner@gmail.com. Send me an email. I have no problem passing things on to you guys. You should know that by now. I will work out deals with you. I know what I paid for it. If you just want it for the cost of shipping, I'm okay with that. Every item is a little bit different. That's why I say reach out to me. If you see something that I am offering up to you guys, you don't have to wait for it to go in the give you box and take a chance whether you may or may not win it. You can just send me an email and ask right out. You'd like to have it, and let's negotiate. Let's figure out how to get it to you. Okay, a couple more things in here. This was a buyer's giveaway. This has a $49 value. 49 bucks. I got it for free. You ready for this? This is a 2-pack. You saw my Nicole Lee pocketbook, right? The beautiful, colorful one, or if you haven't seen it, you will see it. Well, look at these tank tops. Glittery, glittery tank tops. Look at that. And these are long tunic tops. These are about 34 inches long. But look at the pattern on this particular one. Isn't that gorgeous? And this is new with tags. Where's your tag, girl? I just saw your tag flitting around someplace. There's the tag. New with tags, Nicole Lee. So I got this one. And this one. And this one I love. This is very oriental, but it's got a lot of red on it. Look at that design. And these are lined. Her tops are lined. Not on the bottom. They're kind of sheer. But on the body, they are. Sorry, my camera glitched. Is that just not amazing? $49 each. Not for two. Each. And I got them as a gift. There goes my doorbell again. Oh, I know why. Hold on. Okay, where was I? Holy cow. Anyway, we're at the bottom of the box. This is all good going on, guys, out there. So at the end of the video, I'm going to pluck in a little video to show you what's going on. I'm like all over the place today trying to get things done. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Now, here's another. This is different from the first two I just showed you. $49 each. And I got the two of them for $2. $1 a piece. And these are different. These are also Nicole Lee's new with tags. Look at this. Let me flip it over. Ah, look at that. Long tunic tops for $1 each. He still had more of these. I think he had a couple of smalls. He had a couple of mediums. He might have even had like a medium large. I don't know, but this is a large, extra large for my girls. So that's that one. And as I said, if I had not shrunk down, look, you can see. Can you see how big this is on me? If I had not shrunk down more than a full size, as I told you, I was not going to invest in any new clothes until I had shrinkage, noticeable shrinkage. This one, also new with tags. Look at this. And this is in the brown tones. This one says, can't tell. Kindness will guide you. Is that not beautiful? And I love that it's in the brown fall colors with a little bit of plaid, like it looks like a buffalo plaid. Absolutely gorgeous. The prices on these, though, the two of them for $1. I sit, I watch, I wait to see what's coming down the show. I will, as soon as I get into a show or a live stream, I'll ask the host, what are you running today? If it says, if on the little icon says that they're running like handbags and more, I'll ask them, what's the more? Other than handbags, what are you planning on running? This is something else he was planning on running, and I had to get this. This is a little keychain for hairdressers. It's got a little pair of scissors, a little comb, a little hair blower. This sells for $6.99. And I got this cute little set for $1. This doesn't have to be a keychain. This can be bag bling. You know, I can add this to the pink cherries. I cut mom's hair all the time, so this would apply to me. Or if you are a hairdresser or know someone's a hairdresser and that's something that you'd be interested in, you let me know. I'll pay it forward. you let me know. And the last thing, I have a mixture. This entire bag of jewelry has a value of $24, and I got the entire thing for $4. And you can tell what I'm going to do with these. Yes, look at that beautiful navy blue color. That bead has something all over it, which I will try to wash off or scrape off. I'm not even sure what it is. Oh, it's tape. Got tape on it. Okay, I'll take care of it. But look, all these, and these are lightweight beads. So these will not destroy my ear should I decide to make earrings out of those. Look at these unique beads. I don't know what I'm going to do with these particular ones, but they are very unique. They look like, these are like wooden beads. Look at that, like bamboo and faux pearls of different colors. Now this is a double necklace, a 2-row necklace. Again, too small for my neck. I have a very muscular neck in the back, not in the front. I inherited mom's turkey neck, but I can't do anything about that. I'm not so vain that I'm going to go out and get surgery done. Maybe it'll get better as I lose weight, but I don't care, right? I wear glasses. I'm not vain. I don't wear makeup. So I love these beads with the bamboo and the different crystals and the faux pearls. And I think they would make an absolutely wild pair of hoop earrings. I don't know. Or maybe bracelets or hat bling or bag bling. They do something with them. And then here's another set of very unique, wild looking beads. Look at these. Are these not crazy? I love these. And again, if you guys see something you like in these jewelry pieces, by all means, let me know. I'm happy to pay it forward. But let me know as soon as you see this video, because I only wait like a week or two before I start disassembling things. And the last beads are these. And this has a clip clasp that just slides in like this. And it has all these prism beads, but I like these golden beads. You remember I showed you, I don't remember what video it was, that I had worn 2 bracelets that had silver beads and gold beads. They were the exact same bead, but they were just different colors. I think these would look great in between those other gold beads. I don't typically use these prisms. I don't like them, so they will go by the wayside, but I'm after the gold beads on this one. So this entire bag, 1, 2, 3, I love the bamboo beads in there, and 4, sells for a total of $24. So about $6 a necklace. And I got all of them for $4. Great deal, great steal. Now, how do we rate UltraAuthentic? I've gotten a lot from him in the past, and we just went through 4 boxes. Incredible variety. When you look at my 5-star rating, the way I do it, hold on. The way I do my 5-star rating, shipping speed and packing, it's good. As I said, that 1 9-day shipping break had nothing to do with Jesse. That was all post office, and the post office even admitted that it was them. So shipping speed, the way they pack their items is perfect. The cost of shipping and the cost of the item, seriously, both are a deal, and the items are an absolute steal, not to mention the value in the giveaways, the high value in the giveaways, and the way that Jesse shows his appreciation to not only his followers, but his buyers as well. He shows appreciation for everybody. His variety is there. The way he presents his item, 99% of the time, you get enough information on what he's presenting. If you don't get enough information, then you don't bid, or you bid and you take a chance at what you might get. That's what it comes down to. His seller attitude, Jesse's got one of the best attitudes out there, guys, when it comes to selling. He's very personable. He's very laid back. He's funny. He loves to joke around. He'll do his trivia games to get everybody to lighten up and kind of start communicating and talking with each other. he'll bounce back and forth between, well, you know, maybe he said his show was going to be at Bags, but somebody says, gee, do you have this or do you have that? And Jesse will say, well, you know what? Sure, why not? I'll pull it out for you. So he has no problem changing gears, which is, that to me, that's a bonus. That's somebody who has a very positive attitude about what they're showing you. So Ultra Authentic will continue to amaze me. I just, seriously, there are times that I've gone into one of his shows and I've had to turn around and hurry up and leave because I knew my wallet was going to be in pain and I was going to spend something that was beyond my budget, right? And I had to leave. It was like, I can't look. I can't look. That's how good his shows are. Very rarely do I ever go into one of his shows and not make a purchase because he always has something that I think of for me, for you, or for she, right? That's how I do things. Me, you, and she being mama. And now, of course, the you is not just you in my family at YouTube, but the you is also my community here where I live. So I kind of expand my horizons a little bit because Jesse's show, his shop, allows me to do that, right? But I'm not sharing any of my tissues. I got to spend the day organizing, putting some of this stuff away. All right, guys, 5 stars for Ultra Authentic. No changes, still 5 stars. I do know that some of you have gone and checked him out. I hope more of you will at least go and watch one of his shows. Okay? Now, let's talk a little bit about what's going on just around the corner. We haven't been just around the corner in quite some time, have we? All right. So I am going to plug in some short little video snippets of what's been going on between yesterday and today, just around the corner. So and when I say today means the day I'm recording this. I'm recording this, I believe, on a Wednesday, and you're going to see this 2 days later. So you're probably seeing this on August 29th, and I'm recording this on August 27th. So what's been going on yesterday and today is what you're about to see. Take a look. Contractors are here with the materials for the fence, guys. So Savage Construction is here with the materials to build the fence for my new fur baby to come. I got Anthony, the owner, in the white here, this handsome dude, and his friend and helper, Derek. And look, guys, the railing, the posts, and we're getting inventive. This piece of wood that looks like a ladder is actually going to be cut in half, and we're going to make this into 2 gates. Got all the hardware in the house. This is day 1. We did the walking, we did the calculations, we've got the materials. Day 2 tomorrow. They've promised not to wake me up too early, and the fence will be installed, so stay tuned. Tools everywhere. Hold on a minute. Okay. I had you upside down. So we have post holes. My finger's in the way. All the post holes have been dug along this side. I'm going to get my shadow out, but we're getting a lot of sunshine. These are our rails. These are our posts and rails. Here's where we come across. All these holes are 2 feet deep, 24 inches. Everything is lined up, nice and straight. Got the string line going, nice and straight. Turn my little picnic table into a work table, and I think that's wonderful. They're making use out of it. I've got the umbrella up to shade the guys in case they need it. They can move it where they want to have it. And posts are starting to go into the ground. This is the post that will be one side of the gate up against the house. This is your first post out, and then 10 feet out on this particular post. We are making progress, guys. This is what we're looking at.
Okay. I'll tell you about thing of tea you got in there now. Stick your hand all in. Make it free as you can get.
It's happening, guys. The fence is being built for my next fur baby. By the end of the day today, I will have an enclosed, what you might call it a horse railing, or pasture railing, type of fence. Not real high. It's only waist high. It's only 40 inches. And that's as high as it needs to be because all my dogs have been trained not to jump. And I will make sure that whatever dog I get is also trained not to jump. So this is going to be phase 1 of the fencing. Phase 2, you'll get to see the finished product when it gets wrapped up. And then when the guys wrap up, and I'm having Anthony Savage from Savage Construction is the gentleman doing, and you may have heard me talk about him because Anthony was my, we became friends because he used to work for PBS and now he is exclusively working for himself. I love that he decided to venture out on his own and do his own thing, and I get the benefit of his expertise and his knowledge, and that man is so meticulous about measuring everything out. I just absolutely love the way he functions and the work that he does. He's very personable. I introduced him today to the property manager, so the property manager would, they could have a conversation. He would get to know him and know who's on the property and, see him coming and going and not worry and just say, oh, well, that's Connie's friend. That's the kind of things you do when you live in a community, is you make sure people are aware of what's going on. Now you guys are aware of why my smile is getting bigger, because we are getting closer to the fencing being, like part 1 of the fence being done. Part 2 will be lining it with the wire to finish closing it in. The part 3 is going to be where I travel out to see Mama. And then when I come back from seeing Mama in early October, it will be time to go to the pound and rescue my next fur baby. So I'm very excited this is coming. I hope you're just as excited as I am. Mama keeps asking me, what am I going to name the dog? I'm like, I don't know. The dog will tell me. When I meet the dog, if the name fits the dog and that's what the dog wants, then that's what'll stay. And if not, the dog and I will discuss. The dog and I and my spirit guides, through my spirit guides, will discuss what the dog's name should be. But anyway, guys, massive 4 boxes of products. Give a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share this, get it out into the universe. And if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, or if you are mysteriously unsubscribed, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I have been checking channels like Hidden Heights Farms, Max and Occy, TheCheapChick, Trisha's House, all my regular favorites, and every one of them is complaining that their subscriber list is dropping and that people are saying that they're not getting notifications anymore. You need to check on a regular basis that you're still subscribed to your favorite channels, because it hurts the channels. We don't get the views. We're not getting out into the algorithms. Therefore, our channels are suffering. You're missing out on the videos and the experiences and the entertainment and the information that you get from all the different channels you like to watch. So make sure you check your subscription on a regular basis and make sure that you watch your favorite channel. Even if you just click on it and you don't actually sit there and watch, make sure you at least start the first 1 minute of a video to let the algorithms know that you're still watching that channel, because YouTube is kicking people off subscriptions when they don't watch for a certain period of time. It's nothing you're doing. YouTube is doing it, and YouTube is harming all of us, you guys, and those of us who are YouTubers. So pretty please subscribe and or resubscribe and or keep an eye on it. And stay hydrated. Above all else, please stay sweet. And I will be back in just a couple of days with another video. Bye.